I recently got my hands on the SSL UF8. This is a beautiful MIDI controller. It has 8 faders, a lot of buttons. It feels great, but to make it work inside Studio Pro from Fender, it took some extra steps. Today I want to show you the steps I took to make the UF8 work properly with Fender Studio Pro. Stick until the end of the video because I will show you one important thing that you have to change to make the UF8 work with Fender Studio Pro. Before doing anything, we have to change a couple of things in the SSL 360 software. This is the software that will allow you to change the settings of the UF8 or any other controllers that you have from SSL. On the setup page, the configuration, DAW1, I'll choose Studio One because that's the DAW, and this is the first problem. I'll circle back to it at the end of the video. Then on the UF8 tab, layer 1 Studio One, layer 2 plugin mixer. Make sure that you have on layer 2 or layer 3 the plugin mixer. That's really important to make the UF8 work in a certain way, and I'll show you that right now. Inside Studio 8, we need to go to external devices, add, go to Mackie control, receive from port 1, send to, and we are good to go. Let me add 32 channels, and if I switch to layer 1 because that's the Mackie control layer, you will see that now we can control all the tracks. We can control the levels, we can control the panning, we have the ability to move through banks. So everything in our session is good to go. We can select the channels, and this is the first major issue that I have with Mackie HUI and the entire protocol. When we select a track, either on the UF8 or on the Studio One Studio Pro console, the UF8 is not following. We are now at the last track, and to go to that track from the UF8, we need to bank to the last track. You can see that the select is enabled. If I go to the first track, the UF8 is not following. That in itself is a major turn-off for using a MIDI controller with Studio Pro, because I want the workflow to be easier. I don't want to bank up and down every single time I select a track. Here comes the fix. To get this to work the way it's supposed to, you just have to add a plugin. That plugin is called SSL 360 Link. This plugin doesn't take any CPU. It's really similar to Softube Console 1, where you have to insert Console 1 on every single track in your session to make Console 1 work. In this case, we have to load the 360 Link plugin on every single track in our session. And with the 360 plugins loaded up in our session, if we switch to layer 2, you will see that the appearance of the UF8 changed. Now we have colors that match the colors in Studio Pro Mixer, and now we have selection follow. Every single time I select a track, the UF8 follows it. Every single time I select a track in the Studio One Mixer, I have it selected on the UF8, ready to grab the fader, change the panning, and I think that's the way how a MIDI controller should work. With this setup, we have a couple of different settings. For example, we have fader touch sense select channels. If we disable it, when we touch a fader, that will not select the channel inside the Studio Pro. With that enabled, when I touch the fader, we select the channel. I like having this feature on. Also, right now in the 360 Mix tab, we have all the channels from Studio One. We can select the pan and the fader to affect the faders and the pan inside the 360 software or the DAW. This allows you to have different type of workflows. We can also change a couple of different things on layer 1. For example, I have the trim button to close and open up my console. You can add dock command, keyboard macro, you can add anything, and you have this in the automation. If you don't use the automation that much, you can make the buttons do whatever you want. Now I want to show you a major bug and an update that needs to come from Fender or from SSL. With the release of Studio One 8, Fender changed the name. We don't have Studio One anymore. It's Studio Pro 8. With that, the SSL 360 app was confused because it didn't know that we don't have Studio One anymore. So it looked for Studio One, but it found Studio Pro and the entire channels were messed up. The easy fix is you have to change the name of Studio Pro 8 to Studio One. That will fix any communication issues the 360 app has with Studio One. I hope that you enjoyed this video. More videos on the UF8 are coming. Thanks for the support and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.